Hello, I'm Ian Griffin. Welcome to the recording of Treeline. We're at Creative Folk Studios with lead writer Kevin Lee Robinson and lead actor Chris Burdett. Chris, how do you find acting for radio?
Acting for radio is a particular skill. Not only do you have to do all the other things, but you have to remember the technical stuff as well. You know, you mustn't get too close to the microphone, and you mustn't get too far away. And you have to remember that it's an imagination medium. It's people are sat in their cars, people are listening to you while they're ironing, while they're gardening, and I quite like that, really. You know, TV and theatre have their own particular ways of performance, but radio does too, and radio is a much more intimate and much more, in some respects, visceral medium, and acting in radio shows is lovely. I like it.
And Kevin, how do you find writing for radio? What is it specific about it?
Oh, it's funny actually, but when Chris was talking then, I thought that's very similar to the approach you take when you're writing for an audio production instead of a video production, because you have to be very careful about how you describe the world to the listener. It has to be a mixture of the sound effects, the atmosphere that's around, as well as you've got to get the dialogue to reflect the scene and to give the listener that connection with the story that would normally probably happen through a visual. And in some ways it requires a longer descriptive process for the listener than they would if they were watching. And in other ways you can shortcut with audio as well. You know, it's a medium of imagination. People say that a lot about audio, and they're right. If you want to be on Mars on radio, all you need to do is say we're on Mars, and then everybody can put Mars in for themselves. You know, so it's good to write for radio. I enjoy writing for audio probably more than any other medium, if I'm being honest.
Also, the good thing about radio is I don't have to dress up, because I'm sat here wearing shorts and sandals and nobody can see my ugly legs.
That's not strictly true. He's not actually wearing he says shorts. He means underwear.
Would you like to give away where this play is set?
I think we can do that. It's set in the Arctic Circle somewhere, which is why Chris is currently in his underwear. He's method acting. He wanted to be genuinely cold. We've been dousing him with ice all morning.
And that is the kind of irony, because it's probably one of the hottest days of the year right now.
It's probably one of the hottest days. We don't actually douse him with ice to help his acting. We just like doing it.
Well, thank you very much, chaps. Okay, so Treeline will be available to download soon.
13 Media Arts.